Hello, Sagittarius. How are y'all doing today? Welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time viewing me, my name is Aviana. This is Aviana's Ascension, and we are going to see what messages Spirit has for you today. Today is, what is today? I think it's the 15th or the 16th or something of November. But whenever you find this is perfect. Time is fluid. It doesn't matter. So thank you so much, Sagittarius, for joining me today. It is almost your birthday, if that is around the time you're watching it, or almost your season, I should say. So I hope you guys enjoy your season. I hope you guys celebrate and just live your best life. And if you'd like, leave your birthday down below. Maybe you'll find your birthday card. Super cute, fun. You never know. All right, but let's just see what messages Spirit has for you. Most important messages for Sagittarius, please and thank you. What does Sagittarius need to know at this time? Please and thank you. And of course, just take what feels right for you. Don't force. And this could be the energy that you're carrying, someone around you, something around you. So just take what feels right for you, okay? All right, let's get into it, y'all. Let's see what's going down. Downtown, Julie Brown. All right, bottom of the deck, we have Moon and Leo. Heroism, let your inner hero out. Eclipse and Gemini, negotiation, rise to challenges as a new path opens. Sun and Capricorn, status, work diligently towards your goals. Yeah, and then believe in yourself. Immediately what I heard is no one's coming to save you. Okay? So sometimes that can be like a scary thing to hear, right? Like it's all on you. Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's here to bail you out. But that's also a beautiful thing, right? It's amazing to be able to be the one that you need to rely on. It's amazing to be able to reclaim your power, right? A lot of the times we can think that, oh, it's because of the government. It's because of my job. It's because of my family, my childhood, people around me are testing me, whatever. Realize you don't have to give your power away so much. Believe in yourself more, Sagittarius, because if you don't believe in it, if you don't think you're capable, it won't happen. So it's like Spirit is telling you, stop shooting yourself in the foot by thinking it's these external things when it's not. We all create our own reality. So if something isn't working for you, if you keep finding yourself being triggered, if you keep feeling like you're on a hamster wheel with something, look within, have a pause for yourself and allow yourself to recognize what parts of you may be sabotaging. Okay? Let's see what comes out though. Messages for Sagittarius, most important, please and thank you. Gorgeous. Alrighty, so we have you reap what you sow, Sun in Virgo, endeavor. Beautiful. So yeah, I feel like that's telling you what you put out there is what you're going to get back. So if you put out positive energy, if you're in a high vibration, if you're moving with faith and trust and patience, you'll get some beautiful things back. But if you're moving around with an energy of it's everyone else's problem, or shifting the blame onto other things, or just thinking that it's the world going against you, negative things, then that's what you're going to experience. It's like whenever people say, look at everything that's brown in the room, and then close your eyes and then tell me what was around that was red. You're not going to think of that because you're like, oh, well, I'm thinking about the red thing or the brown things that were in the room. You know what I mean? So it's like you do create your own reality with your thoughts, your words, your actions, what you put energy and time into. I know people get annoyed with that because then it's like, well, it's not my fault that these things happen. Okay, but what if it is? You know what I mean? It's an annoying thing, but it's a powerful thing and it's a beautiful thing because I'd rather it be on me than rely on the government to change, rely on my job to, you know what I mean? So reclaim your power, okay? And be more accountable for the energy you're putting out there. If you want more positive things to come to you, be more positive. Focus on what you want to create more of, not on a problem. Don't focus on a problem. And if there's not a solution to the problem, surrender it. That's all you can do. All right. Sun in Gemini, communication. So 2 Sun cards already. I feel like it's letting you know that there's a lot of clarity coming through. Certain things are being highlighted for you right now. We have Sun and Gemini communications, hone your negotiation and relationship skills. So that's beautiful. So yeah, it's kind of like telling you if something doesn't work for you, how can you articulate and co-create the energy that you do want, right? And this is also making me think of, closed mouths don't get fed, right? So it's not about waiting for a situation to change, but how can you be the catalyst for the change you want? Step one is to even acknowledge and be honest about something not working for you. I literally just had to do that. Okay, like I do classes at a local crystal shop, and we're wanting to add on more classes, which is fierce. But I had to literally take a step back because something felt not right. So I was like, let me take a step back, and then I made a business plan for myself, right? So maybe you may not have the answer quite yet, but something isn't right. So allow yourself to take a step back and figure out, okay, what do I want? What does make sense for me? And then with that clarity, you can move with more intention and recognize that works for me, that doesn't. Okay, so get clear about what works for you, what doesn't. And then we have eclipse in Cancer, acceptance, an emotional phase or domestic development. Beautiful. So, yeah, this is a big time for you, just kind of reevaluating what brings you fulfillment, what makes your home and your personal life happy. And this is a big transition for you because maybe what used to work for you doesn't work for you anymore, and that's okay. Or maybe realizing that maybe a lot of the negativity and the focus on problems is stemming from yourself. Either way, it's like it feels like you're realizing, okay, this isn't working for me. Let me focus on what I do want to create, the methods and the approaches that make sense for me and make me feel good, and then I can redirect. Be okay with this taking steps and not immediately having the answer, right? Because I've been working on my business since God got the news. You know what I mean? So even for me, someone who knows what I'm meant to do and wants to do what I'm doing and things like that, there are times when I have to take a step back and reevaluate because there's growth forever, right? So be okay with having to reevaluate, take a few steps back, and recognize that that is what's going to help you move forward by having more clarity. You know what I mean? All right. Sorry, I thought there was something on my card. That's weird. All right. Let's get into it, though. We are going to see specifically what's going on with you, Sagittarius. I'm just using my Rider-Waite today. I don't use this deck a ton, but I felt like it was time to bust it out. All right, so let's get some messages for Sagittarius. Most important messages, please and thank you. What does Sagittarius need to know? Most important messages for Sagittarius. Please and thank you. Some of you may be traveling, or you may have recently taken some sort of trip or something, and I don't know, something about that maybe made you realize you want to do things a little bit differently. I don't know. Yeah, and I'm seeing like a compass on here. Actually, it's just the zodiac signs. Yeah, I just feel like things are coming together for you because, like, I'm looking at this thing here, and it looks like there's zodiac signs, but then also like days of the week, maybe. Yeah, so it just feels like you're trying to figure out, okay, if this is me and that's the day. Like, it feels like you're trying to like what I'm seeing right now in my head is like almost like kind of like a lock or like a passcode thing where it's like things have to line up just right to move on to the next. And I feel like that's the phase you're in right now. Right? So instead of being like things aren't working, I'm getting annoyed with that. You're saying, okay, if this doesn't work this way, then how can I maneuver things and move things around and all that stuff so that it does make sense and fit together? I like that. All right, let's see what's going on. Bottom of the deck is the overall energy. We have judgment. Exactly. So this is a big time of reflection for you, Sagittarius. This is all about being honest about where you've been and where you want to go. And recognizing that you're the only one that can make that wish come true. You're the only one who can speak your truth. You're the only one who can make your passion go from being a dream to a reality. But there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear here. You guys could be seeing nines a lot. It's a lot of second guessing. It's a lot of uncertainty. And maybe there's been past mistakes that you don't want to repeat. Maybe you've built up a lot for yourself and you don't want to sacrifice it or risk it. Whatever the case is, like, you need to have more faith in yourself. Don't have so much doubt and fear attached to where you want to go. That is shooting yourself in the foot. And that's what they mean by you reap what you sow. If this is the energy you're putting into your dreams, then this is what you're going to get back. I definitely suggest meditating for some of you guys, or listening to affirmations. Subliminal affirmations are really amazing. All of that will help reprogram your mind so that way you're not so fixated on the fear. Okay. With Ace of Swords, Knight of Wands. First of all, with the Ace of Swords here, they're letting you know you're going to get that clarity. Okay. You're going to cut through the illusion that is this fear and move forward with more confidence. With the Knight of Wands too and the Emperor. It's all about having confidence to go after what you want and to recognize that nothing's going to stop you if you don't let it. But nothing's going to grow if you don't let it either. Yeah, we have the Tower, the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Swords, the Five of Cups. You guys definitely are real worried. You guys are doomsday preppers. That's what I call people who worry about the future, who worry about, well, what if this happens? What if that happens? What if a comet blew through my apartment right now? You know what I mean? There's a million what ifs. So focus on the positive, not the negative. And our minds focus on negative things because they're just trying to keep us safe. But because we are conscious humans, we have the ability to say, actually, that thought pattern doesn't work for me, so I'm going to stop it. That's what you guys need to start doing. Redirect your thoughts. Okay? All right, let's get these messages. I just let my cards fly out, so let's see. Okay, wow, lots of cards immediately flying out. So let's see just what comes out. Messages for Sagittarius, please and thank you. See, it's time to follow your heart, Sagittarius. It's time to trust yourself. That's what will make your blessings come in. There's also certain people that you may want to work with. Is there a mentor or some sort of guide, teacher that will help you? All right, let's get into it. Let's see what's going on for you. Okay, so we have the Queen of Pentacles with the Six of Cups here. So I do feel like with the Queen of Pentacles, you are meant to be abundant. You are meant to have blessings. Your hard work is going to pay off. But with the Six of Cups, there could have been something maybe in childhood or in the past that kind of made you forget that you are a Queen of Pentacles. And I know that's not your sign technically. It's Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, but it's showing up for you. There could be somebody that, you definitely might benefit from looking into someone, like, especially if this is like a business idea, look into people who have done what you want to do. Use them for inspiration. Okay, there could be maybe even a mother figure that could help you at this time. I just get the sense of like, you don't have to do it all on your own, And this could even be an energy of maybe there was a lot of abundance and blessings in the past. And maybe, we had COVID that happened and, things happen. People get derailed, but that's meant to happen as well, right? So we can't let past mistakes be the thing that makes us decide whether or not we're going to be successful, because failure leads to success, right? If you don't learn how to fall down and pick yourself back up, what are you going to do if you are successful and something bad happens? You know what I mean? So understand that in order for you to succeed where you want to be, sometimes you have to learn how to fail before you get there, At the end of the day, you got to recognize that you are abundant, you are blessed, and nothing can take that away from you if you don't allow it, whether that's past mistakes, childhood trauma, whatever. With the Three of Wands, Ten of Swords, it's time to let something go. For some of us, we can be so stuck in what happened in the past that we let the fear of not wanting to be there be the thing that motivates us. Recognize you're not there anymore, Sagittarius. You're not the child that has no autonomy. You're not the person that, may have squandered a good opportunity, whatever. That's not who you are anymore. And some of you may have gotten comfortable judging yourself because of what you've done in the past and using that to motivate yourself, that you kind of got yourself in a hamster wheel, got yourself stuck. Forgive yourself for past mistakes. Forgive, your parents or whoever for not providing you with everything you may have needed. Because that's not where you're at anymore. And you can give yourself credit for that too. Yeah, with the World card, this is a big cycle that's coming to completion. Allow it. Sometimes we think if we don't have that fear or that guilt or shame motivating us, then we'll just squander it all or, let it all fall apart. And again, give yourself more credit. You're not going to do that. So you don't need to let fear motivate you so much. That chapter is done with Sagittarius. Walk away from it. Okay? We have the Two of Cups here with the Nine of Wands. So I definitely feel like for some of you, you may be used to doing things on your own or kind of like hyper independent, which we get that from feeling like people didn't listen to us or didn't take care of us in the past. So we're like, who's not going to disappoint me? Myself. It feels like there's something that you're wanting to bring in and you're going to bring it in, but I think it'd be a lot easier if you let someone in to help you, if you go to someone for guidance, if you just let other people know, this is what I want to go towards, this is my dream, what do you think? There's a big level of like distrust with others here for some reason. And while, yes, people in the past may have hurt you, don't keep carrying that with you, because we are humans and we are meant to have community. We are meant to have help and support. That's why we're not, living in little pods by ourselves, right? That's why we have community and family and friends. Reach out to them. We have the Page of Cups, the Moon with the Four of Wands. Yeah, I just get this sense that, Sagittarius, you may not have had the best family life or maybe not the most support in, growing up or right now, right? But it just feels like it's time for you to take a chance on that. It's time for you to lean on people. It's time for you to welcome that sense of community back into your life. And there's a lot of fear there with the Moon card, right? Especially if we grow up feeling like we can't trust people, especially if we did give all of our heart and our love to somebody and they stepped on it. It can be hard to, peel back the layers and the barbed wire that may have formed around our heart, but it's time, because there's so many blessings and so many beautiful things here. But I mean, you'll get there, but you don't want to do it on your own, right? Because at the end of the day, most of us really just want love. We want free time to spend with friends and family. We want to be able to travel, experience different cultures in the world. So allow yourself to foster that energy now, and know that even if you experience painful situations with relationships, family, friends, that doesn't mean that's going to happen in the future, right? Like you know what the red flags are now. You know what is right for you. You know what your soul tribe and your soul family is going to look like, what it feels like to feel loved and supported. So trust yourself, right? Your level of distrust for others is really your distrust for yourself, because if you didn't feel that for yourself, you wouldn't feel that for others, right? And it's not to say that you broke your own heart or you've disappointed your own self, no, but sometimes we don't let others back in because we're like, well, how can I trust that that's a good person when last time I trusted that was a good person? Look at what happened. That happened so you could notice red flags. That happened so you could know what's right or wrong for you. Because there are some people who do operate like that and they love it, right? So if you're not like that, you need to become aware of it so you know what's right or wrong. Okay? All right. Yeah. We have the Death card, the Two of Wands. You recognize it's time for a new chapter. It's time for a new way of being. You don't want to, struggle on your own anymore. You don't want to isolate yourself because of fear. So it's time to change. It's time to leave the castle and go out and explore the world and get to know new people. And with the Star, the High Priestess, the Hermit, very beautiful energy here for you, Sagittarius. I love it. This is you being able to trust your intuition again, trust yourself again. This is also you having a renewed sense of hope and faith. This is very beautiful. Spirit's letting you know that everything's going to be okay when you trust yourself, when you show up authentically. There's no need to try to hide or conform to what other people want you to be, but show up as your true self, show up as your authentic self. And that will help you find the people that are meant to be around you with more ease. It'll also alleviate so much anxiety and stress from you because you're so worried about, is this going to happen? Am I going to find the people I'm meant to be around? All of this. And essentially, you really just need to show up as your true self and everything else will work out. Keep following your intuition, follow your heart. That's the answer. That's the way to the path that you want. Not through, I don't know. I feel like a lot of you guys are just trying to figure it all out by yourself on your own. And it's not to say that you don't have the answers, you do, but follow your intuition, not your fear, not your doubt, not overthinking. Your dreams are going to come true for you, Sagittarius. But know that, it takes a village, and that's okay. That doesn't make you weak or anything, but it just means that the universe is looking out for you, really. Who wants to do it all by themselves? Not me. All right, we're going to take a deeper look into all of this, just clarify these messages. All right, let's get a little bit more for Sagittarius, please and thank you. And if this is resonating for you, Sagittarius, let me know with a like, a comment. I love to hear from you guys, honestly. And don't forget to subscribe. All of that helps the channel grow, too. Okay. Let's take this real quick. We have enterprise, we have wealth, we have aspiration, and we have contemplation. I like this because, again, it lets me know that, and see, this has an arch. Oh, wait, both of these have an arrow. So, yeah, definitely. And with wealth in between, they're letting you know, Sagittarius, you are meant for wealth. You are meant for abundance, blessings. Contemplation, though. This is putting in the element of love, of intuition, of support, generosity, kindness into it. That's what needs to be added. And that's what will make this go so much faster for you. And again, I get it. It's hard to, know if you can trust yourself or do something that may be unconventional or illogical, but that usually is what will get you exactly where you need to be. All right. Let's see what's going on for you, Sagittarius. Bottom of the deck, we have Valor. Yeah, they're saying it's time to kind of switch it up. Go towards things that make you scared, right? Sometimes fear, going towards it can be the exact thing we need to do because it lets you know, I'm scared of change. I'm scared of going out of my comfort zone. But how are you supposed to grow if you don't do that, We have creativity. You are creating a beautiful life for yourself. Trust in that. I also get a sense that this is a situation that's going to help you appreciate things coming to an end, right? Understand that endings do not always have to have animosity. Transitions, transformations do not always have to be a terrifying ego death giant thing. Sometimes things have to, and see, I literally just put my hand on the death card in the Two of Wands. Sometimes things have to end in order for new things to be born. That's beautiful. This is a cyclical thing we're doing. It's not linear, right? So we have to get comfortable with ebbs and flows, okay? All right, let's break it down though. We're going to go over the Queen of Pentacles, Six of Cups. So let's start with that. Tell me more about that for Sagittarius. All right, we have innovation, the Emperor, and well-being. Absolutely. King of Wands with innovation there. So I like this. Again, they're letting you know you are meant for blessings. You are meant for abundance. But with well-being here, that talks about that happening in cycles. That's ebb and flow. Sometimes the sun is shining on us. Sometimes it's not. But what you're not going to do is let that dark time derail you from your path. Okay? Don't let the past or some sort of, high or low get you to get distracted, right? And you notice this Queen of Pentacles, she's focused on her pinnacle. Keep your eye on the prize, Sagittarius. That's what this is saying. There's going to be highs and lows. There's going to be easy parts. There's going to be hard parts. Either way, you're on the right path, right? If your path needs to only be easy for you to trust it, that's an issue. That means you're not trusting yourself, okay? Trust yourself because you can overcome and get through anything you want. And recognize it's not about overcoming things. It's about just going through it because sometimes that's what we need to get where we want to be. You know what I mean? It's like with my business. Like if I wanted to be like the best tarot reader, best alchemy healer, highest paid YouTuber in the world immediately, that would throw me off, right? I have to learn how to do taxes. I have to learn how to, start an LLC and like doing different things that are part of this. But you can't rush through those steps. So don't rush. Keep your eye on the prize without letting the journey derail you so much. You know what I mean? All right, let's keep it moving, grooving. Okay, with the Three of Wands, Ten of Swords, the World card, let's talk about that. Okay, so big things coming to a close, starting a new chapter. All right, we have prudence, we have strength, Leo energy there, and control. This is the Page of Swords, so air energy there, but yeah. So basically, again, just staying focused. And with control and strength as well, they're letting you know, like, don't give your power away to your doubt and fear so much. Don't give your power away to the version of you that just wants to fold like a lawn chair and give up. We're not doing that, Sagittarius. You're the archer for a reason. You aim and then you shoot and you let it fly. Okay? So sometimes whenever there's parts of us that want to give up, there's parts of us that want to rush through it. That's on you to keep that part of you in control, right? There's certain things outside of you you can't control, but how you react and how you respond is all on you. Okay? So if you find yourself wanting to give up, wanting to throw a fit, honor your feelings, acknowledge, this sucks, this is hard, but that does not have to stop me. That does not have to get me out of character. And I am in control of that. You're reclaiming your autonomy from external things here. And that's a big, big part of the ascension process, right? This makes me think of, in my yoga teacher training, they talk about like your soul being someone who is driving a carriage with 5 horses, and the 5 horses being your senses, right? So imagine you have like 10 reins in your arm, and obviously that's a lot, but you can keep control of it as long as you stay in control of your senses. Don't let yourself get derailed and distracted so easily. Acknowledge things, but don't go off the trail with them. You know what I mean? All right, let's break down this Two of Cups, Nine of Wands. I feel like the Four of Wands, the Moon card, the Page of Cups is that same energy too. And it's just about being open to community, open to help, honestly, without letting maybe past heartbreak and burden keep you from doing that. All right, tell me more about these guys for Sagittarius. All right, let's talk about it. See, look, another arrow, another arrow. It's your time to go. It's your time to get it. Okay? But the thing is, there's some sort of like pain that gets you distracted from continuing that action, you know? It feels like a cycle too. Like it feels like you'll be on a good momentum and then something will throw you off and then that'll be that. And then you'll get back on and then something will throw you off. Like, let's stop doing that, you know? Get grounded. Because see, it's too many delays for me. This always makes me think of Dragon Ball Z. Shout out Dragon Ball Z if you guys watch that. But anyways, yeah, this always, no, we're not talking about Dragon Ball Z anymore. Sorry, I got distracted. But you see, it's easy to get distracted, but you come back, okay? With delays here, yeah, it's letting you know that this is why there are delays, okay? With potency here, something is meant for you, Sagittarius. There's energy, there's drive, there's passion, there is help behind it, okay? So why is it being delayed? If it's meant for you, what's the issue, right? Well, let's talk about it. We have unity and beauty. The issue is it's lacking the love behind it. Not saying that you don't love whatever this has to do with. You have that passion, but unity, you need to bring in more elements. It's not just you doing it. It's not just your passion that's going to get you there, but it's also the love. It's also the support from others, right? If you don't feel like you have people like that around you now, what can you do to create it? Okay. I don't know. It just feels like Spirit is saying like this is, you are not meant to do this on your own. You are not meant to do this by yourself, right? It's like, I said this on someone's reading the other day where it was like, if you work so hard to get this giant mansion and it's just you in a 20-room mansion by yourself, what is that? You know what I mean? Like that's lonely. That's why they say certain people that have everything they want are lonely, because they are missing that love. Rebuild your community. Find that support, because that's what's going to help you. Also, having others around us helps us recognize that we don't know everything. Okay? There are certain people that, you know, even with my own business, I run my stuff by people who have no idea what my business really is. Not what my business is, but like they don't do what I do. You know what I mean? Not many people that I know do what I do, but I still honor and respect their viewpoint and their perspective. And they are the ones that remind me that I can do what I'm doing. They help me believe in myself, and you should have a team like that around you as well, Sagittarius. It's so important. Let's talk about it though. We got the Two of Wands and the Death card, so big shift happening here, leaving a big comfort zone, allowing yourself to just put yourself out there. So let's see what's going on there. Lots of cards here. Okay. All right, Sagittarius. So let's see. Yeah, what I'm feeling. Okay. We have regret here. So it feels like you want to start a new chapter. You want to go towards this new period, this new transformation, whatever. And it feels like you want to do it, but then you're also like, but what if I regret? What if I make a mistake? What if? You know? Temperance. This is your card, Sagittarius. First of all, believe in yourself. Okay? First and foremost. It's like, you know, it's easy to have those doubts and fears. That is normal, but you cannot let them stop you. Right? And having trust in yourself will mean it's not like those thoughts go away, but when you have trust in yourself, you can say, well, if that happens, I know I'll figure it out. If that happens, I know it was meant to happen and it's going to help me in some way. There is no regret when you know that something is for your growth. Everything helps us grow, everything helps us evolve, teaches us something. And sometimes we may not fully understand it, and sometimes those situations are here to help us clear past karma. Thank you to all those situations, right? You got to give yourself more credit. You got to have more faith in yourself. And I think this has a lot to do with, maybe you used to depend on people, trust people in the past, and maybe they hurt you. That showed you what kind of people you don't want to trust. That's something to be grateful for. You know, there is no regret when there's a lesson. Let's look at this. We've got intuition with the King of Swords, conception with the King of Pentacles, and aspiration with the Knight of Wands. You create your own reality. Okay? Everything comes from you, from your inner world. You can imagine every situation, every person is a mirror reflecting to you what's going on within. So instead of moving forward with so much fear, recognize that it comes from you. So if it's something that, comes out and it's uncomfortable, be grateful because you're letting it out. You know what I mean? Like you're transmuting it. Instead of it being inside you and making you go crazy, you're facing it so you can move on from it. You know what I mean? It just feels like you need to recognize how powerful you are and recognize that even if mistakes, failures, obstacles come your way, it was meant to come your way. You're strong, you're smart, you're capable. So don't let obstacles be something that keeps you held back. Matthew McConaughey said every time he faces an obstacle, he sees it as a green light that he's in the right direction. Treat your problems like that too, okay? All right. Last little bit here with the Star, the High Priestess, the Hermit. I like that we're closing on that because I do feel like you're just gonna recognize like how strong and just how capable you are, and you're also gonna show up authentically, which is really cool. You're gonna trust yourself. That's what needs to happen here. All right, let's close it out. Okay. That's it. Ooh, I like this. Let's talk about it. With instability and oppression, contemplation with the Queen of Cups there. This is you guys looking at things that provided you with instability, made you feel oppressed. You're looking at them differently, and that's the whole point. I always tell people we are on earth, we are not in heaven, meaning this is not going to be a cakewalk all the time, right? But if you allow yourself to recognize that everything that happens to you is for you, your soul agreed to go through all of these things before you came here. They're all things that help you grow and evolve and become your true self. That's beautiful. It's kind of like cursing at a treadmill because it hurts to run, but you're also getting healthy and in shape. It's kind of like eating a healthy drink, drinking a healthy drink. Obviously, they don't always taste good. And then like throwing the glass because it tasted bad, even though you know you're doing things that are good for you. You know what I mean? Like that's the same energy. Being mad at anything that shows you how to reclaim your power, that shows you need to set boundaries, that shows you need to move in alignment is something beautiful. Okay? That's what you're realizing now. Gorgeous. With satisfaction in the Lovers, it's beautiful. This is you realizing you can follow your heart and be ambitious and bring in people with you because the sun is going to shine on everyone. There's enough to go around. You don't have to act like it's a super secret thing and that, if somebody else knows about it, they're going to take your ideas away from you. Because even if they did, good. Because they can't do it like you because you're different, because you're you. Following your heart with confidence. That's what we want for you. It's a good deal, Sagittarius. It is. And it's going to be some time to get there, but basically what you have to do is overcome your fear, recognize there's enough for everyone. Highs and lows are a part of the journey that are going to get you where you want to be. And bring in your soul tribe while you do it. Okay? All right. We are going to close this out with a crystal message for you guys, or a couple. We'll see how many come out. But yeah, we'll just see what crystals may benefit you during this time, and just other guidance. Let's see what goes down. What goes down? Thank you so much for watching, Sagittarius. Appreciate you. All right, let's close it out for Sagittarius, please and thank you. All right, we do have transmutation, black tourmaline, precious opal, envision the future. Yeah, I definitely feel like you are releasing a lot of the doubts and fears, and as you release that, you're going to replace it with positive energy, especially in regards to what you want to come in. You know what I mean? So if you're letting go of doubt and fear, replace it with love and light, right? All right, we have rhodonite, heal your heartbeat. I definitely think you guys should get this crystal here, so that way you can see it, how to spell it. Beautiful hummingbird. You guys may like hummingbirds or see hummingbirds around. If you do, that's really cool. I like hummingbirds. But yeah, there's no doubt you've been through some painful things here, Sagittarius, right? I mean, there's a reason there's so much distrust. There's a reason you don't want to rely on others. That didn't come from nowhere. You know, people aren't born like distrusting people, right? No. You've been through situations that have gotten you there. But even though it's not your fault that this has happened, it is your responsibility to heal it or let it keep controlling you. It's your choice, right? Because you have autonomy. So reclaim your power from these heartbreaks, right? And recognize they happen to show you what you like, what you don't like. You know, it is what it is. All right, we have come to calm with sodalite. Very cool. Yeah, you need to do different things to ground yourself. I'm noticing like these little balancing rocks that's happening, the ripples that are happening as well, like throwing rocks. You know, there's a lot of, you're making a lot of waves, a lot of changes, right? Not only in just realizing all of these things, but deciding to trust people again, to trust yourself again. That's going to be a shock wave to your ego. So do different things to regulate your nervous system, to promote calm and tranquility in your life. Go get a massage, have a spa day, you know? Do different things to bring ease while you go through these hard times. Then we have Lessons in Blood, Almondine Garnet. I'm going to read that one out of the book because I honestly don't know much about it. So, but with Lessons in Blood, I automatically, especially with the tree here in the phases, the moon phases, I feel like this is telling you like this is something that your soul agreed to go through. You were meant to go through this, okay? And with the tree, this could have a lot to do with our family as well. And I always tell people our souls choose our family, right? Whether that means we want to evolve with them or evolve from them, they're there. Okay, so instead of like cursing these things for happening, understand that it's meant to happen. It's what you're meant to go through, and it's what your soul chose to go through so you could evolve. You know, people always say that like souls, they are dying to come to earth. You know, they like fight to get in line, to have the hardest life, to go through the biggest transformations because it's an honor. You know, nobody wants to stay stuck and stagnant. That's not cute. All right, cool. First card out, or first page in the book, I should say. And see, look, it's on page number 5, and 5 is all about transformation, changes, all sorts of stuff. So let's read it. Almondine knows your storyline didn't start the day you came kicking and screaming into this world. No, it started so long ago that the stars have since shifted their course in the sky, and the dust of that day has hardened into stone. Your beginnings are carried in your blood and the memory created by each DNA mutation and epigenetic tag. Blood is memory, not just your own, but that of those who came before. You can ride your own blood back to these distant knowings, but more than that, Almondine will help you move and shift that memory, changing what gets carried forward. Sink into yourself, your past whispers. Oh, wait. Sink into yourself, your past's past, Almondine whispers. I have a tale to tell. I like that. Yeah. This is kind of reminding you that, again, it doesn't just start the day you're born, right? But much, much sooner than that, right? So maybe doing some past life meditations and things like that would help you too, because I think that would kind of help you, remind you how strong you are, how capable you are, I like it. All right, that is your reading today, Sagittarius. Thank you guys for watching. If this resonated, again, let me know with a like, a comment, subscribe. All of that helps the channel grow, helps other people find the videos. Also, if you would like more stuff from me, I have all my social media down below if you want to check out more content. I also have my website if you would like to book a personal reading or a personal alchemy healing ceremony. More information on what all of that is on my website if you want to know more. But that's it, that's it. That's what I do. All right, I also have a newsletter if you guys want to sign up for that. It's a good way to get exclusive content, the readings faster, all that good stuff. But that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time, Sagittarius.